Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and today I've got an exciting unboxing. This just arrived. I have been waiting forever for it. Actually, I mean, it got here pretty fast, but I just didn't order it for quite a while because I couldn't find out enough information, and I just wondered, and then I decided I might as well find out and share my knowledge with you. So let's see, let's crack it open. Today I'm going to use a classic. This is the Buck 119 Hunter. It's sort of a timeless design using a modified Bowie clip point 420 steel, which is sort of the Buck house steel. It's a, average stainless, but they really have found a good way to temper it. So that's why it's stayed pretty relevant for many decades. But anyway, let's cut into this thing. Let's see if I went deep enough. Let's see. Got to get past that foam. Kind of messy, and there it is. Look at that. This is the Wera 8000A Zyklop 1/4 inch rotating round head ratchet. Nice presentation there. Pretty. Let's crack it open and see what we've got in here. Look at that. That is a beauty, a work of art. Under 003500, I'm not sure what that is. Don't know. But anyway, it's got, look at this. It's got a locking head. Looks like it's got about 5 positions that it locks in. And then, what else does that say there? Down to move it. I have to figure all this out. So, looking at that part of there, part of the top. Now, why would I want this when I obviously have some other ratchets? I've got these flex head snap-ons, and this I just absolutely love this because of the ability to speed it. Now, this is not the best way to speed something. It's kind of a combination of like the Klein speed screwdrivers and a speed handle. But what if there's not enough room to spin it around, or that kind of a wrist motion? This is way faster. And you've got the precision, this kind of precision that you don't really have here. This is a larger muscle movement. You can do quite a bit with these, but I've used this one. This is an old Cornwell, one of the few Cornwells in my tool chest. See if you can see what number that guy is. CTG 30, or I think that's 3755WR. What I don't like about this is this swings away, so sometimes you're trying to get it onto a bolt and you miss, and then you've got to realign it just right, to drop down. And if you're lucky, but most of the time it flips off. So I don't mind the locking, although in a short handle here, this is really, that spins. That's interesting. It would be nice to be able to lock it, but also this feature here, especially in the locked position there, because this one would often flip off when you're trying to do something if you don't get the nut or the bolt head seated all the way. Whereas this, look at that, that becomes essentially a driver. I can still make my adjustments here for reversal, or I should be able to lock it in place. One of these clicks here. There it is. So now it's just like a standard socket driving handle. I've got to figure this out. So up does what? Is that to release? Oh, that's the push button there to push the release. Let me grab a socket. So let's grab one of these guys. Here's one of those extended rails where I get the rail so I can fit an entire set in plus a few extras. So that's what's going on there. This allows, do you see that? There is a button right here that you need to push to release the bearing. And I guess it deploys the socket off the front. That's kind of nice. It's not only releases the detent but pushes it out. Let me try that. So I need to push it to get the socket on. Yeah, oh well, not a lot of pushing out because there's not a place to push. But anyway, so what happens is in this position, if I'm using it a lot and I want to switch sockets, it looks like that's why. So that's allowing the detent. I didn't know that when I got it, but makes sense because you want to be able to get things on and off without having to take it out of battery here. But anyway, I've been looking for one of these. Okay, that's an interesting thing. The detent here inside this that allows it to rotate apparently can get caught on the textured area that reverses it. Just notice that, so you just have to be aware. Catches right there. That's not a big deal. Once it locks in, it's in. Looks like it's not locked at this position. The first lock is at 90. And then that's looks like about 60 degrees maybe. And then nothing until straight up and down or 0. And then on over right there at that degree. So that, I guess that, if I'm calling that 90, that's just barely a little beyond or down. You could figure out whatever angle you want to say it is. But standard socket driver, like a regular one, in this position, and then like a ratchet handle here or a speed handle. And that's what I really like about this. I could see using it with driver bits in here as well for screws, etc. Good grip on the handle. It's a small size handle. I come to really appreciate these Wera handles. You know, even though they are a good symmetry for the human hand. This one's a little on the small side, but that also means that you've got really fast dexterity here. So this particular guy, this is going to be one of the popular ones in my toolbox. So you can grind it, go down to wrist strength torque, or full on, even at that angle. That's kind of a nice angle. Maybe that's something people should explore. Why? There's no reason it needs to be flat, is there? In most cases, like this. I like that. I'm going to explore that. Maybe to have a little offset, like a 15-degree offset, like on a standard box end wrench. Let me see that. Grab one here. So there's a standard 15. Let's see what this guy is. I don't know how to best measure that. It's more than, how would I do that? I guess it'd be like, kind of like that, maybe, would give you an idea. It's a little more than that, but definitely a thought out tool. Appreciate it for what it is. I like the color. This is, I've noticed, this is pretty easy to turn on the back of my Cornwell here. But it's starting to get a little worn from a lot of use. In fact, that handle's all messed up. I'd love to have a Cornwell dealer nearby. Swap that out. I thought about trying to put a snap-on handle. I may pursue that. But this is why you're here. So this is it. This is the Wera Zyklop 1/4-inch 1/4-inch ratchet with, let's see if they say anything else, the speed head, I guess. 5 ratchet types. Just one tool, fine tooth ratchet. Oh, that's the other thing. I think there's quite a few. Let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe 15 or 16. So 15 times 4 is 60, 16, 64, something like that. It's up there. So that's definitely a fine-tooth ratchet. I think I gave about 55 bucks on Amazon for this guy. I'll put a link if you want to take a look at it. They do make a larger one as well, but this has been suiting my needs just fine. Although if I love this locking mechanism here, I may just give that one away. I've been giving away a lot of tools lately because I'm running out of room, but I sure enjoy the exploration of new designs. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. I'll let you know if I discover anything else interesting about it, but I've got to use it for a while first. So with that, Doc out.